goes a little something like this.
I believe personally that when it comes to Falcon becoming the new Captain America, just based on his skin color, it might play a role in him not becoming Captain America, because the U.S. government might be like, yeah, we need someone who looks like Cap in order to become Captain America. And I feel like some people might say, oh, that's not true, you're just getting too, well, I mean, I am jumping to conclusions, but I feel personally in my heart that that's probably, it's like a little jab at modern society, like, oh, if Captain America was real and he handed off his like mantle to someone he knew, and he wasn't, someone like him, quote unquote, you know what I mean? Like, would the government be fine with that? Maybe he's like, because technically Falcon's not really a registered superhero, because the Soviet Accords, so maybe that might be the biggest reason. Maybe Falcon might make a joke about the whole like racial thing in the show. It'd be funny if he did, because I'd be like, yes, finally they talked about it, but I feel like that's personally what it probably might be because of that. But also, it could be like the main reason, which is like, oh, he's not really a registered superhero, so why should we give him the shield? It doesn't make sense. And plus, he's with Captain America. Yeah, they saved the whole world from Thanos, but it doesn't count. It's kind of like, oh man, it's kind of like messed up. When you're like, you've saved the whole world. Every superhero that followed Captain America, they weren't really like, unless, it was different for Ant-Man because he did his probation, he's done. Hawkeye, he did the same thing, he's done, he did his probation, and they're good. Right. And even with John Walker, I think personally, like, he's gonna be like a co-conspirator to Baron Zemo. And now, theory time. My personal theory is that Baron Zemo is going to be like brainwashing the media by making a new Captain America. He might just be like, hey, U.S. agent Walker. He's like, oh, I'm not even an agent now, I got retired. And he's like, hey, I can get your job back. He's like, how can you do that? And he's like, oh, just become a new Captain America. He's like, oh man, I don't have any superpowers, man. And let's say he gets Walker into the U.S. agent seat, and he becomes like the Captain America with like some type of like dollar store version of the super soldier serum, and he gets like some of his strength, but it's not like full Captain America. It's more like a version of the super soldier serum, and maybe he gets recruited by Baron Zemo and becomes Agent America. I'm gonna call him Agent America for now, like Agent America. He's not Captain America. He's technically, not really him. He's old now. And or maybe Agent America gets recruited by the U.S. government early on and becomes Agent America. But either way, I feel like Baron Zemo is gonna be controlling him and using him to kind of like tell the U.S. people like, hey, this is Captain America now. This is how he looks like now. This is costume. And once that's all said and done, you're gonna see, like, and maybe like he says, hey, when you fight bad guys, don't be like Captain America, be mean, be like be a bully, whatever, It's basically like the Agent America is like this like super like unrelatable hero, he's like, people like say, oh, he's bad, he's not helping the people out, he's like doing this, he's doing that, and then public support kind of lowers for superheroes, and that might be part of Baron Zemo's plan to make the people not trust heroes anymore, so that way they have to install a new team that can really follow the rules. And that's probably when the Thunderbolts come in, because maybe Thunderbolt Ross is co-conspirating with Zemo, and he's doing this all to create his Thunderbolt team. And Thunderbolt team in the comics are basically like a team of like military superheroes who are basically like a tough version of the Avengers. Like they're the Avengers, but a military version of them. If the U.S. government had their own version of the Avengers, that'd be the Thunderbolts. And Thunderbolts, they come into the scene, or they're like being created as we speak. and they try to counteract Falcon and Winter Soldier while they're trying to stop them from like taking over America or whatever, or the world. And I feel like that would be like so cool if they just didn't show the photo so soon. Show a trailer with like Captain America, like, you know, like waving to the people, you know, Agent America, just wave to the people, you know, with like giant confetti behind them, and then, you know, you have Winter Soldier and Falcon kind of like hiding with like hoodies.